what's going on, everybody? JC here today from Fitness Gamers, and today I'm going to review Super Mega Baseball 4, an exciting game for an exciting time, and I'm going to show you all what you need to know before you buy. So I'm going to go over the gameplay, we're going to go over the game modes, talk about the new features such as over 200 MLB legends and content creator teams, like John Boy Media, Daddy Demu, Fuzzy from YouTube, and even Little Man. The list goes on. This game is an absolute thing of beauty, so shout out to EA for bringing this to us. If you ever wonder what backyard baseball could have been like on a next-gen console, say no more. Super Mega Baseball 4 answers the question for you. So without further ado, let's jump into the video and get this show on the road. Super Mega Baseball 4. Let me give you all one word to describe this game. Refreshing. We finally have a brand new baseball game. It has such a special feel to it. It's just absolutely refreshing. This game was meant for everybody. It's easy and pick up and go. What does that mean? The hitting mechanics are easy to get used to, so are the pitching ones and the fielding one as well. Anyone could play this game. It's not just meant for the hardcore baseball fan like the MLB The Show game. This game was meant for gamers in general. The arcade feel of it always makes it feel fresh and new and easy to play. The different stadiums, every time you play in a different stadium, it stands out. There's only one con in terms of the cutscenes or animations. They have no doubter animations. There's animations for strikeouts, there's animations for when you hit a home run. After it, there's a little cutscene of you rounding the bases, and there's a little effect where it shows you how far the ball went, as we're gonna see now. It shows you the trajectory of the ball, which is very cool to see. But besides that, I think a no doubter animation would have made this game a 10 out of 10. Just because of that, it might give it a lower rating, honestly. I'm gonna rate the game. I usually do that at the end of the video, but there really aren't many negative things to say, only positive things to say. When it comes to game modes, it's endless. You know, when it comes to exhibition, the pennant race, which is the online play, franchise mode, season mode, elimination, pretty much standard baseball game modes. You can't do too much. There aren't mini games, which is unfortunate. I think that would have added more to the game if they had mini games. It would have made the game a lot more funner, I guess. But besides that, you know, it's just play ball. It's just play ball. The customization suite is a thing of beauty, and I will touch more base on that when I show you all the different game modes in this game. But for now, we're going to look at the gameplay. I played it for about 11 to 15 hours so far, and I did enjoy myself. It's not a game that the content is never ending. MLB The Show always, every week they add something new, right? When you're playing Diamond Dynasty, I can't say the same about this game. I don't think it's going to be like that. I think it's just going to stay the way it is, unless they add live series players, but I don't know if that's going to happen. I have to look more in depth. Besides that, the game is great. The game is great overall. It's meant to be an escape from MLB The Show, and it was meant to have fun. It's like a party game, I would say. This is not a competitive game, but a party game. Anyone could compete in this game. You could play the best player in this game against the worst player, and you're still going to have fun. Unlike MLB The Show, when you're playing the best against the worst, yeah, it's going to be a no-hitter or a perfect game. So that's what's cool about this game. It's very, it's easy to play. And that's what I guess is needed sometimes in the gaming community. We need just the game to just chill, lay back, relax, just enjoy it for what it is. Satisfying is another word to describe this game. As you play this game and you're hitting the home runs and you're striking batters out left and right, it could be very satisfying, and at times it could be a little boring, so you might want to crank up the ego. Ego is the difficulty in the game. You have a different level of ego, and you could increase that before you start a game. So, and it will increase as you play as well. At least that's what it's stated. So the better you play, the higher it'll go. Online, it goes that way as well. So super fun, nonetheless. Hitting home runs in this game could be never ending, so that's a fun fact there. Just never gets boring overall. I do highly recommend this game if you want to escape from MLB The Show, and if you're not into playing so much competitively, if you want to just have fun and lay back and relax, this game is perfect. And if you want a trophy hunt, this game is perfect as well. There are over 30 trophies in this game, and they're all pretty much attainable. You just got to go after them. That's why it's called trophy hunting. It's not going to happen by just playing. Some do happen by just playing, but some you really do have to try and get them. So that's a plus always. I'm going to go over the trophies. I have a separate video for that, so I'm not going to touch too much base on that here. But I was going to go over the trophies. So that's what it is. That's what this game has to offer. Super Mega Baseball 4 knocks it out the park. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10, maybe 8.5. 9 is pushing it. Certain things that could have made it better. The no-doubter animations would have made it a lot better. Maybe some mini games would have made it a lot better. Even co-op would have made this better too. But besides that, there's not too much to complain about. The game is great for what it is. I do think the price is a little too much, being I got it at $59.99 because I came with like some extra stadiums in the early access, and then it's $49.99, and it was for early access as well. I don't know how much it is for not early access. It might be $49.99 also, actually. So comes out tomorrow, I believe, June the 2nd. Early access was 3 days early. So With that being said, I think the price is a little too high. It should have been like a $30 game. But then again, everything is going up in price nowadays, so I'm not going to complain too much on that. But it is more of a full game. It does have a lot to offer, a large roster, over 30 teams. So it does do the job. The different game modes, you know, if it gets too easy, just increase the difficulty and the ego in the game, and you'll be fine. Cutscenes are great. Animations are great. The play style is great. So there's not too much to complain about. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you all the different game modes in this game. I'm going to go over the customization suite. We're going to look at the different stadiums this game has to offer. And then we'll come back to the gameplay portion and I'm going to give you all my outro. So I hope you all enjoyed this portion of the video so far. So for now, let's go ahead and cue the static. And let's hit to the game modes in the customization suite. So the game modes in Super Mega Baseball, there are many if you might wonder. You have regular exhibition, pennant race, online leagues, franchise, season, elimination, which is pretty much like a tournament style of play, and a great customization suite that we will touch base on. In exhibition, you could choose from different leagues to play in. You can have a Legends League, which is made of actual MLB legends, the Super Mega League, which has the classic Super Mega Baseball players or characters, and then you have the Creator Classic, which is made of teams of your favorite content creators involved in the baseball community. Very cool features such as the Can of Corns. Their team pretty much has Fuzzy from YouTube. It has Little Man, and then is also made up of players like Jeff Bagwell and actual legends that played, and is mixed in with some Super Mega Baseball players as well. So very cool stuff here. We'll touch base on the stadium shortly after. Pennant race is pretty much World Series. I've ranked season play, and MLB The Show is like getting to World Series. You have a rating and a leaderboard, and you climb up the leaderboards. So that's that. Pay no mind in my record, as I was really bad when I first started. I played it right away when I got the game. And then yet there's online leagues where you could join tons of different leagues. Very easy to join leagues. You just hit square, join a league, and a bunch of leagues will pop up. You can filter it to whatever you want. If you want low activity leagues, if you want leagues that have 20 players instead of 32, whatever you want. And the ego as well, you can lower the ego, whatever you want to play at. Ego is pretty much the difficulty of the game. The higher the ego, the harder the game will be. There's, franchise mode, which is pretty standard. You could do many different features in franchise mode. You could mix in the teams. You could create a league. You can even do a shuffle draft. You could change the amount of innings you want to play, which I would recommend just to do 5. 9 is pretty long for this game. A shuffle draft, what it looks like, I'm going to show you. You pretty much draft a team. You have a salary. You have a current payroll. And, well, remember, keep in mind, you don't want to have too many high-priced players because it'll affect the play of your team. So, pretty cool stuff here. You can draft a team, and based on your needs, you go about business this way. So, that's very cool to see. The coolest part here is the customization suite. The customization suite will absolutely blow everybody away. Why? Because you could customize almost anyone in this game. You could customize anyone in this game. You could customize all the logos of all the teams. You could customize the uniforms of all the teams. On top of this, you could customize the players of all the teams. Now, this is where it gets exciting. Customizing the players, even the legends you could customize. In some games, when they have characters that the game comes with, you can't customize them. It's just locked. You have to customize new characters. But in this game, you could customize absolutely everyone and everything that they do, from the gear they wear to how they walk up to the plate, to their batting stance as well. Very cool stuff. Very cool stuff. Very game changer stuff. Unfortunately, there is no creative stadium, and you can't customize a stadium, but that's perfectly fine. Tons of legends in this game, right? Tons of legends. Over 200 every team. You could look at the rosters of each team. I mean, it'll take me forever to do that, so I'm not going to do it, but I want to show you what a legends team looks like. Vlad Guerrero Jr., Kyle Seager, David Ortiz, Fred McGriff, Ryan Braun, Joe Mauer, Barry Larkin, Johnny Damon, Ray Durham, Bartolo Colon. And if you want to go to the bench, Carl Crawford, Torrey Hunter, Mike Napoli, Mark Loretta, Jamie Moyer, Bronson Arroyo, Rick Ankiel, Ryan Dempster. The list goes on. LaTroy Hawkins, Houston Street, Brian Wilson, Joe Nathan. There are more legends in this game than in MLB The Show itself, I would say. So very cool feature there. And all the stadiums, beautiful stadiums. Apple Field, Sakura Hills, Colonial Plaza, Swagger Center, Motor Yard, Bingata Bowl, Emerald Diamond, Shaka Sports Turf, Red Rock Park, El Viejo Stadium, Founders Field, Big Sky Park, Lafayette Corner, Tiger Den, Parque Jardineros, Stade Royale, Battery Bay, The Corral. Over 21 stadiums. 21 stadiums, actually. Golden Field. I love this stadium, by the way. Huge backyard baseball fields. feels here. Yeah. Huge backyard baseball feels here. Sorry. Whacker's wheel, peril, point, and you can randomize it. You can change the time of day it's playing in, day overcast, night fair, random weather, whatever weather you want, you got it. So I love it. I have no complaints. So many great features. You could change the extra inning rules, turn off the Manfred runner. You could turn on or off DH. The amount of innings you want to play, you could change it obviously. So only fair in a baseball game, right? And you can have practice mode on, which allows you to practice and get used to the game. So another cool feature, you can see the dimensions of every ballpark. Just hit triangle and it'll show you the dimensions of whatever console you're in. You just hit the button that says show the dimension, and you get to see how big the field is and how it plays, and that way you know what kind of field you're getting yourself into, because I don't know how many warning trackers I hit in some of these ballparks. There aren't elevation in this game, but there are the field dimensions. So very cool stuff. Super great job by EA. They rebooted the whole game from what I've read before when I got it. That's why I got it. And it's just game changer. Super Mega Baseball 4, absolute game changer. A+ from me. So yeah, that's what it is. What I'm gonna do now is go back into the gameplay part of the video, and we're gonna talk a little more before I go and give you my goodbyes, good night, good mornings, and good afternoons. So let's go ahead and cue the static and jump ship to more of the gameplay. Well, that was a lot to cover, and I did it well. I showed you all the game modes, showed you all the excellent gameplay, and on top of that, we touched base on the amazing customization suite that this game has to offer. The customization suite in Super Mega Baseball 4 is absolutely amazing, and I hope more games take part in what they allowed us to do. Now, in the future, what would be cool is if they allowed us to customize stadiums. I'm sorry for that little stutter there. It's a long video. If they allowed us to customize stadiums, that is game changer. But the fact they allowed us to customize absolutely everything else, that is a game changer on its own. EA really stepped it up there. Not many games allow you to do that. That's why I say it's a big deal, and that's why I say it was one of the highlights of this video. So with that part being said, I hope the gameplay was enough to show you all what the game has to offer. I try to show you every little aspect of this game, from home runs to strikeouts to fielding balls to just regular singles getting hit. Try to show you all so you can see what it looks like, to see how it feels, see how it plays. The game always feels new. I'm gonna tell you that now. It's super new. When you're going for the trophies as well, if you're a trophy hunter, it's exciting. It's not stale. The Little League World Series game of last year was absolutely stale, but this is a game I do recommend. I just think the price is a bit too high. I wouldn't pay $59.99 for it like I did. It's more like a $30, $40 game. $50, maybe, but at that point, it could be pushing it just a little bit. Besides that, I enjoy it, and my 8 out of 10 rating of it, I'm going to bump it up to 8.5 out of 10. The game is great overall. The game is absolutely great. It's an escape from MLB The Show. It's an escape from any other game. It's different. It's a different kind of game, and that's what I want personally as a gamer. I want to play a game that's different. I don't want to play a game that's rinse and repeat, a game that's similar to others. I want to play a game that's fresh and new and on its own level, and that's what Super Mega Baseball 4 offers me, at least. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. So now I give you my little outro. I hope you all enjoyed this. Remember that God is good, God is real, miracles do happen. I am a living proof of those miracles. Well, and he's alive and roaring like a lion, so make sure to remember that. God is alive. And remember Hulk Hogan's mantra of say your prayers and eat your vitamins, brothers and sisters. And John Cena's mantra of never give up. You do all these things, great successes will come your way. JC from Fittest Gamers. This is the part also where I state my goodbyes, good mornings, good afternoons, and good night from whatever part of the world you are in. Oh, good morning too if I didn't say that. So, editor, which is me, I'm going to cue the static now. But before I do that, God bless you all. And remember to brush your teeth, wash your hands, clean your ass. JC from FG, we're logging out. God bless you all. Deuces.